Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about customer ratings on Doordash. So on Doordash, there are a few ratings that are vitally important to maintaining your status on the platform and even granting you access to some of the higher and more valuable programs. One of them is customer ratings. And while a lot of people think that this is out of the control of the driver, there are a few things with this rating that you do have control over. So with that said, we are talking about everything you must know about customer ratings on Doordash, what they tell you versus how it actually is, and everything in between. But before we do that, let's go over a quick disclaimer. The content of this video does not contain, is never intended to be, legal, business, financial, tax, or health advice of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is advised that you conduct your own research and consult qualified professionals before applying anything you find online. I also want to be clear that everything I'm going to be going over in this video is very market dependent on what applies to me, and my market may not apply to you. So with that said, let's get started. As a Dasher, you'll receive ratings that help you track the quality of the services you provide on the platform. Some ratings are calculated on a rolling basis. So as you dash, ratings from past deliveries will be replaced by ratings from more recent deliveries, while other ratings are calculated over all your deliveries. Customers rate their food and their Dasher separately, so your ratings should only reflect the customer's delivery experience. You could see your ratings and how they are calculated at any time in the Dasher app on the Ratings tab. Ratings determine if you're eligible to dash and can help you qualify for certain programs and incentives. Now, there's a couple of things that have been said there that I do want to go over. Number one, customers rate their food and their Dasher separately, so your rating should only reflect the customer's delivery experience. If they rate you 1 star and don't give a real explanation, it's gonna end up on you at the end of the day. 2, every rating that affects your status on the platform is based on a rolling basis. The rolling is the only thing that is really changing. Sometimes it's about the completion rate. The number of completed deliveries is what changes the ratings you receive, acceptance rating, etc. Acceptance rating is based on the offers you receive and how many you accept or decline. Customer ratings are based on when a customer decides to rate you. Do they give you a 5, 4, 3, 2, or 1 star? Customer ratings operate on that 5-star system. To make ratings more fair, we remove any customer ratings you receive that are below 5 stars in the following circumstances. Long wait times at restaurants, greater than 10 minutes. When the delivery is expected to be 15 minutes or more late when you accept it. When multiple dashers before you unassign, causing you to be more than 15 minutes late. When the delivery is late due to multiple batched orders, 3 or more. A quick note on that. 3 or more, most batches are 2. They have implemented more than that, but in most cases just 2. So that's kind of nonsense. Extreme weather conditions. In a lot of cases, they'll actually close down the market. Keep that in mind too. That's for safety purposes. Uniquely challenging delivery situations related to protests at this time, including customer rating, acceptance, and completion rating. And system-wide outages, including acceptance and completion rate. These adjustments happen automatically. Now, one thing I do want to question is, if it's related to a protest, how is the app gonna know that? If it happens automatically, I mean. Can you do a thorough explanation on that? No, that's what I thought. Now, some drivers have reported that they also were able to have ratings removed by calling support and fighting them over that, but more on that later. The overall customer rating is a score between 1 and 5, calculated from the 100 most recent ratings submitted by customers on their delivery, not food experience. This is called rolling average because new scores replace old scores, allowing dashers to improve their rating by flushing out older, lower scores with newer, higher scores as they become more experienced. This means even if you drop below a perfect 5.0, you can get them back up to a 5.0 if you continue to earn enough perfect scores. It's again a rolling basis, so you'd have to get 100 more 5.0s without getting anything else in order to get that 4-star, 3-star, 2-star, 1-star removed. So it's kind of nonsense the way they put it. When you have 100 ratings and you receive your 101st rating, the first rating you ever got will be knocked off. It doesn't matter if it's a 5-star or 1-star. In a market that is typically rating resistant, meaning that the people there just don't rate at all, that can take a while. Why doesn't my overall rating go up even when I complete a great delivery? Some customers don't leave ratings at all, even if their delivery was completed in a timely and safe manner. Note that customers can choose to leave a rating later on, so you may see your overall rating change down the line. Assuming a Dasher has received at least 100 ratings, every additional new rating will bump out the oldest rating. If the latest rating is a 5, but the oldest rating is also a 5, then your overall average will not change. However, if the latest rating is a 5 and the oldest rating is a 3, then you will see your average increase. Conversely, if the latest rating is a 3, but your oldest rating is a 5, then the average will decrease. The best way to replace bad ratings with good ratings is to complete more higher quality deliveries. I love how they build the case of why cherry picking is so vital within their own core system, but they will push programs that force acceptance ratings and Top Dasher and Dasher rewards programs. The reality is that customers aren't basing everything on quality. Some customers just freaking suck. The Karen Crusade, the no-tip customers, the ghosts, they will all rate you badly because their life sucks and they want to drag you down. Also, you can't take ratings too personally. Sure, there are some times when you deserve it, and believe me, I've had my share of ratings that I deserve. But in most cases, what can they realistically rate you on? How neatly you place the order at the door?
Joe, what about communication and customer service and stuff?
Sure, if you're being a douche to them, you kind of earned it. But in most cases, communication isn't even all that necessary. Delivering is contactless in a lot of cases. And if they rate you on things that are outside of your control or their control, then you really don't need to work with them because it doesn't make sense to work with them. What if a customer doesn't leave a rating? Your customer rating does not include the deliveries in which the customer did not leave a rating. Therefore, if you've received 100 ratings so far and your next delivery does not receive a rating from the customer, your rating will remain the same. There are a few markets that I've heard about and come across that overall is just unresponsive in the ratings category, and most people don't do that well. Whereas others do really well and their ratings fluctuate rather quickly, or they were very quick to hit that 5.0 and they just haven't moved. So don't be surprised either way. Both cases are very normal. I didn't do any deliveries recently, but my rating changed. Customers may not always immediately leave a rating, so there may be times when your customer rating changes well after the delivery has been completed. This will likely be why you see your customer rating change even if you have not made any deliveries. It could also be that the rating was reviewed for a while and they decided to let it affect you anyway. And after doing a little bit of research, it actually does seem like they could wait a long time before actually rating you. Like, they could just decide to have a bad day and you'd be like, you know what, give this guy a 1 star because my boss told me off. Does that happen often? No. Can I imagine that happening? Yeah. What is the minimum customer rating required? Dashers may be deactivated from the Doordash platform if they have a customer rating of below 4.2. Listen, if you get that low and you've been on this app for a while, I highly suggest that you really evaluate your choices and demeanor towards other people and make adjustments accordingly. One-off situation is one thing, but that's a pattern. Again, this can also be your choice in orders as well. It's been proven time and time again that low and no-tip orders cause the most bad ratings. And it could also cause the most wrongful deactivations too, but that's for a different video. How do I improve my average consumer rating? We share a number of tips that can help you improve your rating, but do what works best for you. We encourage you to test different things to see what fits you. Here are a few tips that we've seen high-quality Dashers use to maintain a high customer rating. Ask the merchant to confirm all order items are included, but do not open the sealed bag. Use a hot bag to deliver meals at the expected temperature to customers. Separate hot and cold items during transport so they don't impact one another. Note and follow the merchant's pickup instructions and customer's delivery instructions. Keep the customer updated. Customers always appreciate a heads up when you're running a few minutes late or if any clarification is needed for the order. This is a great manipulation manipulation tactic that they like to use, claiming that this is what real Dashers say and think. Because the most profitable Dashers with the highest ratings know that taking quality orders comes with quality customers with quality ratings. Also, you're asking us to separate hot and cold items, but also not to open sealed bags. There's only so much we can control in that department. That's just gaslighting at its finest. Sure, use a hot bag, but if the bag that we receive, especially from McDonald's, who keeps their hot and cold items in the same bag, are both being put in one bag, it's only gonna hurt more than it's gonna help. So make sure you only work with quality customers that will do the right thing by you as the driver, and understand that you are only the driver, and you're gonna be okay. Now, I do have a few side notes that I would like to go over on this subject. The order is still being prepared hack. Experienced drivers have reported that one of the ways that drivers are protecting themselves from customers who rate you poorly for no reason is when you arrive at the restaurant, always report that the order is still being prepared. I can't confirm if that's true or not, to be honest, but I definitely see why. How can DoorDash allow ratings to affect you when in most cases it is outside of the control of the driver? If you document that the ratings are displayed as such, you're gonna be okay. Having ratings removed? Now, I would and have normally said that DoorDash does not have an appeal system for ratings and won't be assisting DoorDash drivers in removing them. However, it has come to my attention in the comment section in one of my other videos from Super Dave 3629 that they have had ratings removed before, and it really depends on the agent you're working with. Of course, if you need a support agent that does their job, which is a rare breed of intellect among the failures and fuck-ups of Dasher support, but if you can get one to do their job, by all means, go for it. Did I miss anything? Is there something else about the customer rating system on DoorDash that I have yet to cover in this video? Let me know in the comments. Let's make sure that anybody and everybody knows everything that they need to know about the customer rating system, so that way they can make the most amount of money in the least amount of time in the safest possible way. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!